Pull up that tune there. Pull up that tune there, right there. Let me tell you right now, that tune is the #1 streaming tune from Tafara Blue. Play it from top again, selector.
The name of this one is Leaders of the Land. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. Just in case you know, and you never know, and you want to know, I go by the name Tuli Tools, and in studio with me, we got the one and only DJ Alfire.
Yo, well, it's DJ Alfire, the girl them desire. It's DJ Alfire, the girl them desire, and the man them admire, cause we set the place on fire. So tell us sound, tin pan sound, go retire right now. Broke up.
Yes, welcome.
Yes, I
am. Just a brief introduction for those that do not know who DJ Alfire is. DJ Alfire is a UK-based music producer, songwriter, and DJ, originally from Mutare. Specializing in reggae, dancehall, and soca, and Afro-infused music. In addition to producing his own music, which we're going to talk about a bit, he created music at AI artists, 2 of which I know of. There's Tafara Blue and there's Tanaka Green.
That's it.
We're going to talk about them, yes. And we're going to talk about how those artists come about, how he builds, how those came about. But first, let's talk about DJ Alfire. Welcome to LNTLive. How you doing?
Big up yourself, Larry T. It's nice to see you. It's nice to be here. I know we arranged this interview for a while back, a couple of months ago, actually. And finally, it's nice. It's nice to finally have this interview right now, You know how it goes.
The universe has been fighting us.
Yeah, man. We
And
finally got it aligned, so it's about time, It's about time.
Let's jump straight into it. Before Tanaka Blue, Tanaka Green, before
Tafara Blue, yeah?
Yeah. Let's talk about DJ Alfire for a bit.
Okay. Let me roll back the clock and the years, right? So
take us back to Mutare.
My name is DJ Alfire. I come from Mutare, Zimbabwe, of course. You can see the rep right here. So DJ Alfire is really somebody who grew up in the dancehall, right? So I started off as a MC for the Black Scorpion crew, which was my sound that I created alongside Silver Dawn.
Okay.
That was a Mutare-based sound system.
Okay,
what year
is this?
We're talking about.
Are we looking at here?
We're looking at 93, 94, 95, 96, cool. 97, 98. So,
Yeah.
That's how it was. But at that time, it was really difficult to get into the scene because you had some big sound systems, So we had to actually beg. You know what it's like when you don't have your sound system and stuff, but you can actually mash up the place. But the guys don't want to give you a chance. Yeah, they don't want to give you a chance. But finally, we got our chance. We got our chance, and we really mashed it up. So I'm just going to big up a few sounds from Mutare, because I think if I'm talking about sound system, it's not fair if I just talk about myself. I talk about the fathers as well. So Action Fire from Danganvura. Big up yourself. General Alvin. Big up yourself, Sergeant Slaughter. We talk about a sound called Tough Enough from Danganvura as well. Big up yourself, Rangati. I also talk about High Grade, who's going to come up when I'm talking about the music side of things, right?
Yeah.
So after bigging up all those sounds, I'll carry on with the journey. So we used to do clashes in the dancehall. You know how the culture goes, Jamaican culture. So I grew up listening to like Bob Marley, Lucky Dube. That was before I went into dancehall. And then when I started my dancehall era, I actually started off by listening to Yellowman, Shabba Ranks. And then the game started getting interesting because then you got Beanie Man, you got Bounty Killer, and then you got Sizzler, you got Capleton, you got all these guys who came in. the golden era. And not forgetting the sugar bites. Yeah, the sugar bites were like General Degree, Hawkeye, Mr. Vegas, all those guys came in at that time. So that's what Sean Paul. Yeah, Sean Paul came a bit later, but when he came, he was also.
That's when he started with the Magnificent Seven and Mr. Vegas. But
that's when Sean Paul was Sean Paul. You know, that's when you had the proper Sean Paul, like the dancehall Sean Paul, before he went to pop and stuff like that. You know, so yeah, it's kind of cool. Like just learning from all these artists and watching these programs like Sting, Sumfest, you know, you get to see how the people vibe and how the actions are done on stage and that. So as sound system guys, we then started to feel the vibe and think like, okay, we'll start to act like this on the stage when we doing our thing as well. So we got from that culture, we started toasting on the microphone. When the selector plays a tune, I'll just tell him, run the rhythm, and then he put the rhythm on, and then we just start freestyling there on the spot, you know. Yeah, so that's where the influence came from. So we step into 1998, because that's when things started getting interesting now. So 1998, there's one nightclub in Mutare. It was called The Place Nightclub. And there was a DJ from Finland. So he was kind of like, they owned the place, but he was kind of like the resident guy who used to look after the music and stuff. So we ended up there. We spoke to him. We told him, look, we play dancehall. Can we have a show? And he's like, yeah, no problem. Come in. So we went the first night, mash up the place. And then the guy said, you know what, guys, come back tomorrow. But when you come, bring me some CDs, because I like the music. I listen to dancehall as well. So we brought our CDs in. This guy actually used to sleep in the club, so his bedroom was actually in the club. Yeah, his computer, everything was in the club. He had like a mini little studio there as well. Love of music. So we bring this bag of CDs, and he says, leave them with me. Come tomorrow, and I'll have a mix ready for you guys. So we leave him the CDs. The next day we get to the club, and the man starts to play this mix, and we're like, whoa. The man was mixing Whitney Houston with Shabba and, you know, R&B, hip-hop, mixing it with the dancehall. But it all sounded like you could play that in the dancehall and people would dance non-stop, you know. So his name is DJ Mraz.
Shout out.
So shout out to DJ Mraz. DJ Mraz is going to play a big part now in the influence as we go forward, right? After the club era, he then invited us to his house, and he was like, I can see how you guys operate on the stage. It looks like you like to sing. So we were like, yeah. He's like, oh, I make beats. So do you guys want to try and record something? So we're like, why not? You know how it is, man. Like, well, yeah, we're here anyway. Let's do it. So then this guy makes a microphone out of a lampshade, because we didn't have a microphone. So he was quite techie. He made this condenser microphone from, I think he took the speaker from the headphone, and then he connects it to the lampshade, and he put these like diodes, you know, some electrical parts and this and that with a little switch. And the thing it sounded mad. So he's like, right, guys, time to spit. So we done something, and then we done our first track in 1999. The track was called, well, I should say is called Unleash the Scorpion. So what it was like a redo of Cisco's Unleash the Dragon, if you remember Unleash the Dragon.
I remember Cisco.
Yeah.
So that was your first single, or was it?
That was our first single. That was our first single to ever be played on 3FM in Zimbabwe, Radio 3, as it was called at the time. And it was actually played by Tish Mataz on his Saturday shows. You remember those Saturday shows he used to have?
I remember Tish Mataz. I never really actually, But so the music that you have done. So it starts from a single. How many rhythms do you end up now? Do you currently can you currently say you have done, or how many albums
So
have you?
this time that I'm talking about, I wasn't yet into making the rhythms. I was just into
Yes.
the
Okay.
singing part of it. Yeah. So
Okay. So not
it.
so not only do you sing, so you also make, because now you also make some of your rhythms.
Yeah, I do. So let's put the AI side apart. So before AI, I was making everything on a track. So I would make every single instrument, every single drum pattern, and then I would also get, if I'm not singing myself, I would get someone to sing on the rhythms. So that's how I used to do it. So when AI came in, it just made stuff much easier for me, and the turnover much quicker as well. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So
Let
that's
me
what
just play a
happened.
track or two, and then we're just gonna hop into the AI, because I want to really talk a lot about the AI, because the AI.
I know today is about AI. That's the main
the
reason why
AI
we came
is
here.
it's very interesting. Let me
Definitely,
just play a
but
track or two.
that's just me, DJ Alfire. Before you play the track, let me just finish off just a few sentences, and then we can go. So what happened was, this was '99, way before Urban Grooves. Come the year 2000, that's when Mutare started laying the foundation for Urban Grooves without realizing it. So we had some artists who used to come to the studio, DJ Miraz, and we used to sing different songs. So I had a track called Memo that used to play on the radio, a Black Scorpion track, and then I had another track called Play It One More Time. I don't know if you know that track. Mr. DJ, can you play that song for me? Play it one more time. So that was my track, which used to play on the radio as well. Then we had High Grade and Dimples. They had a track on there as well. This boy is mine, mine. Take a look at him, he's fine, fine. And then we also had, there was a crew called, what were their name again? But they sang Martin Dingo Mao. And that track became like a crazy track, which other artists kind of like looked at and thought, you know what, if these guys can do it, we can do it as well. So we're actually invited to the radio by Innocent, the Millennium Man. I don't know if you remember him. Innocent Chuma, I think his name was. Innocent Chuma, the Millennium Man. So he invited us and we had an interview. And that's when we spoke. And then we had a lot of calls and everyone was like, I like what you guys do and stuff like that. So actually, I feel that Mutare played a really big part in the Urban Grooves era. But that's all I've got to say about it. Let's move on to the next chapter. I had to say something, you know.
You just had to mention.
I had to say something, bro.
Do you feel Mutare is not being mentioned enough?
Mutare doesn't get mentioned enough. So people mention a lot of these artists like Decibel and the other guys, but they forget that before Decibel and them, there was a foundation that was being set. So the time we were setting the foundation, I remember there was a producer called Delani from Harare. So he had an artist called David Chifunyise. I think you know him. He sang that Tao Yanaye ne Magumbes, Tao Yanaye. So that's exactly the same time when we started. So we were actually in that interview with Delani there as well. So I feel that Mutare is not being mentioned a lot, but I don't mind. I'm not asking for it to be mentioned. I'm just saying, since I'm here, I might as well say something. You know.
So does Tafara Blue rep Mutare also?
100%. Right to the top. Right to the top of the highest mountain in Mutare, you know. Tafara Blue.
Tafara Blue.
Yeah.
Tafara Blue. We're going to talk about Tafara Blue in a bit. With me, I got the one and only DJ Alfire. From the sunrise to the sunset. This is Tafara Blue. The name of the track is Ja Love. So, like, you got so many songs, dude. Do you remember every lyric?
that becomes it's very difficult to remember all the lyrics, but you always remember the catchy parts, like the hooks. I can remember all the hooks. When the track actually plays, the lyrics come back into my mind. Then I start to remember, like, okay, word for word, I start to remember them. But the good thing with AI music is it helps your creativity. So myself, I've been a lyricist for a long time. I was actually good at making some conscious lyrics. But with the help of AI, you can take those lyrics to a different dimension.
Yeah, I've seen videos of you on the mic, and I was like, see. So how does Tafara Blue, or how does AI start for you? How does that journey start?
Very interesting, because that journey only started like, what was last year? 2025, right? That journey only started about November 2025. So
right now,
if you look at it, it's not been a long while. I'm still in the early stages of AI music. But the funny thing is, I was really, what can I say? When AI first came out, I was really skeptical. I didn't like AI at all. Being an artist, I start to think, oh, AI is just going to take over everything. It wasn't till November last year when I actually just tried it out. Sometimes you just say, Tumbo try, Tumbo not in deep. And then I tried it out, and then I was kind of surprised by the outcome that came out of there. So then I actually learned a lot on how to manipulate the AI to get it to sound like how I want it to sound, and to also get the melody out in a certain way of what I've been looking for to make the song sound right. So people think that AI is just entering a prompt and just asking the machine to write the song for you. That's what a lot of people do, but that's called lazy AI, You can sit there and ask it to write the prompt, but when that prompt comes out and I play you the song, you're not going to feel the song. You won't feel it. It will be computerized, robotic. But if you listen to Tafara Blue, you can feel a lot of his songs because they come from me, who writes the songs. It gives it that human hybrid, AI hybrid, as we call it. The human plus the AI involved. So yeah.
Okay, so Tafara Blue, basically born last year, November.
Yeah, created in November.
Yeah, was he your first AI artist, or was there one before that you like?
No, so Tafara Blue was the brand that I found out of experimenting with a different artist. So I had an artist who's still on my YouTube page, actually, a Jamaican artist called Solentender. So that's the persona that I started experimenting with. And a few of Tafara Blue's songs are actually songs that I wrote for Solentender, and then I reused them for Tafara Blue as well. So he was like a reggae conscious kind of artist. And from his voice is where I structured the voice of Tafara Blue. And I just said one day, the funny part is, it's culture as well, So I was playing these reggae songs and I was getting some views, but there was no traction. And then I thought to myself, let me try a song in Shona, because I wonder how this guy will sound singing Shona lyrics, right? So then I just drafted a small play lyrics, like some simple stuff, and then I fed it in. And the track was sounding kind of crazy, and I liked the tone of the voice from that track. So then I decided I will use this voice as a persona. So persona means that's the voice I'm going to use for every single track that I'm going to make after. So I saved that voice and I called it, not yet, I called it Good Voice. Because these things, they don't just happen like instantly. They happen over time. You know, after you you have to experiment and see what it's like, because
Good
I
voice
can't just
too.
wake up one I can't just wake up one morning and say, Tafara Blue. No, 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 no. So
Maybe, you know, it happens to some
so
people, apparently.
yes, I mean some people are good and some people it happens quick.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I thought if I'm going to do this, I need some identity as well. So,
So what
of
software
course,
also?
the software is Suno. Suno is the software that
We're
makes
using Suno. Yeah.
the music. Yeah, yeah. Because at the time, Suno, it was out for a while, but I always saw these ads, you know, Timberland, Suno, Suno,
Yeah.
Suno, Suno.
Yeah, he did promote
So,
it quite a lot.
yeah. And as well, I also saw what Juicer Dementa was doing. So I must mention Juicer Dementa here because he also played a big role in my mentality when I was thinking about what I was going to do. So I was watching what Juicer was doing, and Juicer was
Is this on
making,
YouTube?
yeah, on YouTube and Facebook
Yeah.
as well. He used to post snippets of what he was doing. But the thing, before I realized what he was doing, I saw the post where he was asking people for lyrics, like asking songwriters if they wanted to collaborate
Yeah.
with him to make an AI song and then put it on DistroKid and then share the royalties. So what happened was I thought to myself, okay, I can write a song, but what is this AI that we're talking about here? So that's when I started experimenting
Yeah.
with the Suno. And then I figured out how it worked. And from there,
Yeah.
I decided
Yeah.
this is what I want to do. So I'm going to do it. So the way the name Tafara Blue came up was like I was doing a lot with Soul and Tender,
Okay.
but
And
there
then
wasn't any
Tanaka?
identity coming out. Tanaka Green came from Tafara Blue. So
Yeah.
Tafara Blue was first.
Yeah.
To get the name Tafara Blue, it didn't just come along. I had to actually research and see what I can call my AI artist. So it wasn't as simple as saying, okay, I'm going to call him Tafara Blue. So I knew I needed a Zimbabwean name for starters. So the name Tafara was a name that just came to my head. So that's how it started. But then I was like, Tafara what? Because it can't just be Tafara. There's a lot of Tafaras in Zimbabwe, you know.
Yeah.
I think there's even some artists called Tafara and stuff like that. So then I had to do some research. So AI, as I'm saying, I went and I spoke to AI, my digital assistant. And I was like, okay, I came up with this name Tafara. Is going to be an African, a Zimbabwean based persona to sing my music for me. What's a good second name to give him? And then it would come up with a whole list of names for AI personas. And then you'd read there, some of them would say Tafara Wires or something like that to do with AI. Tafara Web, Tafara Synergy, whatever. And I'm like, I'm looking through. Then this one just popped in my eyes, Tafara Blue. And I was like,
Nice.
it just sounded, the rhyme was just nice, you know. It just sounded nice. But it didn't come as Tafara. It didn't come as Tafara Blue. It came as Tafarai with an I. Tafarai Blue. And then I said, no, it can't be Tafarai. It has to be Tafara. And that's how I used it.
Cool.
And that's where we
Let me
find
just play
ourselves.
Let me just play one track, and then we're gonna talk about how it's been received, and we're gonna talk about like ownerships and royalties and stuff.
Yeah, cool.
You know, just behind AI music.
Tafara Blue, dreaming united we stand.
This one dedicated to Zimbabwe.
Of course, every time. Every time.
Dropping African countries every day.
Okay, so
The man is busy.
what happened was I came up with this brilliant idea. Well, I don't know if it's brilliant or not, but let's go back to my Facebook following, right? Because I was making this AI music and just sharing with my friends and family on Facebook.
Yeah.
And they were liking it, commenting. but not until I released a track called Ceasefire. I don't know if you know that track, Ceasefire by Tafara Blue. So, ceasefire, stop the war. That was it. But anyway, I posted that track, and then I think I had 4,500 friends, because when Facebook changed, it changed those friends into followers, if you know what I mean. So it was 4,500 followers. So I posted that track, Ceasefire, and it was strategical. I posted that track, Ceasefire, on the day that this war started between America and, is it Iran? Yeah?
Iran. Yeah.
Yeah.
World War
So the day
III.
that Trump started that war is the day that I posted that track. And then I woke up the next day, from 5,000 followers who were my friends,
Yeah.
I had 20,000 followers.
Jeez.
And the track had loads of comments and likes, and something sparked, in my mind to say, the people are appreciating the message.
Yeah,
of course, I'm always conscious in the things that I write.
That's what I wanted to ask. How the music has been received? Because I've seen the comments and it's very positive. But is that what it is? Is that is what I'm seeing the truth?
So what you're seeing is what you're seeing is like a family that's been built because of Tafara Blue, and the fans actually call themselves the Blue Nation.
Yeah.
So which is kind of interesting. And right now, every time we talk about peace, they talk about keep the blue flame burning. So everything is blue when it comes to the concept of Tafara Blue.
And I mean,
the thing with that music,
they know it's AI music.
They know it's AI music because I'm always open about it being AI music. If you go onto Tafara Blue's YouTube page, you'll see everything is labeled AI. It also says AI artist and video in the brackets. All my fans on Facebook, they know it's AI, and they love it, actually. You see, the thing with AI, you get some people who are curious into the technology, and then you get some people that are just ignorant. They just don't want to know about it. So I get a lot of mixed reactions, but mostly positive reactions from my fan base that I have. Because at the moment I'm sitting on, if I check now, I think it's 172,000 followers on Facebook, which is quite a big number. And this number is all generated from... Can you hear me?
Yes. Sorry, for those that don't know, just tell them what your page is. What's the name of your page? For those that are going to follow you and check out more of,
on Facebook, it always happens when you forget,
Yeah.
So my Facebook page is DJ Alfire, but it's spelled DEEJAY Alfire, ALFIRE. So that's one word. And then you can also find me on YouTube. You can actually go to the official Tafara Blue artist page on YouTube. So that's YouTube at Tafara Blue. And that's where all his songs are uploaded to. If you're on the streaming platforms, you can find Tafara Blue on Spotify, Apple Music, whichever streaming platform you use as well. So he's everywhere.
So we put out a question on our page, on our Facebook page. Producer Bax was like, can AI make good reggae music, right? We got a couple of comments, but most people. That. Sorry, did you see that?
I didn't see that question actually.
Oh yeah.
What was the poll like?
So I'm just gonna read out a couple. Most people are saying no. Sepo Moses Galigat says not at all. Data says I don't like it. AI. Teasy says, yep, I have a very nice dub plate that sounds and feels human. It all comes down to prompts. So he likes that. Empress Aya says, yep. Mehdi says AI doesn't make music, it steals it. Tawa says, of course, check out Soul Pulse. Yo, reggae is gone. No reggae needs, it says no reggae needs human intervention to feel proper rhythm. Okay, so their comments. But I think it's a balanced. From the comments, I think it looks
It does sound,
balanced.
yeah, it does sound balanced.
Yeah, some people are happy with it, some people are not.
You see, when it comes to reggae music and AI, I don't think it really comes down to the prompt as much as it comes down to the lyrics. If you're using the machine to generate the lyrics for you, then that's why a lot of people are saying it doesn't sound human, because it's not coming from someone with a heart. If you understand what I mean. But if I'm writing the lyrics and I'm writing the song and I'm feeding it in, and then using the prompt at the same time, it's not all about prompts. There's a lot that goes into this Tafara Blue project that I'm doing. It also comes down to training AI how you want the song to sound. So, for instance, I write the lyrics because I'll have the song in my mind. I then have to put those lyrics into AI, put his persona in, Tafara Blue, to say that he's going to sing the song. But then I also go to the microphone and then I sing the chorus into the microphone. Okay. So I sing the lyrics I sing the chorus into the microphone with the melody that I want the song to sound like. And then I feed that recording into Suno. Okay. And then Suno generates something along those guidelines. So it's not just randomly generating something. And another problem with a lot of other people who do AI is they just generate something and then take the first thing that comes out. That's not how you do it. The thing with AI is you need to give it a couple of runs to really find out which one. Because I've got a ear for music since I am a producer. I do record human beings. I do make beats using my Acid, my Logic Pro, whatever. So that helps a lot in AI. You cannot make something sound heartfelt if you got no knowledge in music per se. So someone who's never produced a track before cannot just get up and say, I'm making an AI track, because that will sound flat. You won't get that energy out of it.
Okay, but with time they could get better.
Oh yeah, of course you could get better, but you still need to hybrid. You don't need to let AI do everything for you. You need to also add to the AI to kind of like trains him as well. So every time I put a melody on the microphone into the AI software, it kind of like remembers it somehow, because when I make the next track, I always hear like the intro, Tafara Blue, and I'm like, okay, they're sounding similar.
It knows.
Almost every time I'm doing it, you know what I mean? So
it knows what's about to go down.
It knows what's happening, yeah. But I understand, at the same time, I understand those people that don't like it, because a lot of times when new things come around, people don't like it at all. Take, for instance, when analog came out and then you had digital, where you could then just play your bass guitar and then the system used to play everything else for you. Yeah, people didn't like that. They were saying, oh, lazy. But then that took over, didn't it? So the same thing as cassettes and CDs and now MP3s.
Yeah. No, but do you think it's because they don't, either they don't know AI really, or they've heard the wrong AI songs or wrong AI tracks? Like you mentioned, that if you don't have the heart, or if your lyrics are not like from a person that knows about music, then your track might just fall a bit too flat. But if you add a bit of soul to it, that's exactly what it'll do to the track, as an example. So now the people that are against AI, I'm still not sure where I am. I understand. It, but
a question for you is, How do you feel about Tafara Blue's music when you play it? Do you feel something, or does it give you a vibe?
It's a vibe, but
Yeah.
I can kind of feel that it's the same vibe throughout
Uh-huh.
for me.
Which
Right.
is that's almost where AI is like that's almost where AI is like catchy, because every single track that you generate is going to sound almost the same unless you interfere with it and kind of like guide it to do something different. If you understand what I mean. Yeah.
No, I hear you. Yeah, but yeah, for me,
Yeah.
it kind of sounds like it's just always happy, even if we're singing about sad stuff. It's always happy.
Yeah. But you see
But that's
the
just me.
strategy.
I'm
the
not
strategy
taking
that
away,
I
I'm
use
not taking away
was
from the music, though. I'm not taking away from the music. I'm not taking
no,
away
it's
from
not.
the music.
My idea
Yeah.
was not just to make music for the sake of making music. No, I had this idea that now with the tools like AI, I want to make music that gives people hope, music that makes people happy, music that encourages people. Which takes me back to the virtual African tour through music that I'm doing. So one
And
track for every single, one track for every
I've
single
seen,
country in Africa. It's just like a tool to try and at least get people together, try and make people understand different countries. Also for myself, I'm learning stuff like countries, things in countries that I didn't know. I'm learning some of the languages as well. So every time I do my research on each country, something comes up that I didn't know. And I'm like, oh, for instance, the song I done for Botswana, I used the chorus that says, bring the pula. But I didn't realize, because I always thought pula was the currency, right? Which it is. But I didn't realize that that word means rain. So I was like, oh, wow. Okay, so it actually makes sense for me to say bring the pula. So it works in two ways. Bring the rain. It also works in bring the money, you see? So it's exciting. It's educational.
No, I've seen the responses. I mean, people love Tafara. I mean, I've seen it. And they respond to what he says, as you know, they feel what he says. They love Tafara.
Definitely.
They're out here typing, "Do you have a country next? Do you have a country?"
You see that? I love my followers, man. I love my followers. My followers make me who I am.
It's great to see. It's great to see. So let's get to the ownership part. The ownership part, the royalties, the licensing. How does that work, right? Because I know with Suno, I think if he had a certain version, Suno would own like the track or something.
The first thing is if you want to distribute these tracks that you make from Suno, right? It states it when you register into Suno that you can't distribute if you're using the free user platform. You have to subscribe to either the pro version or the other version that they have, and then you can distribute them through DistroKid. I think DistroKid does a lot of the distribution, which is what I use, DistroKid. But you cannot copyright them. That's what people must understand. You cannot copyright it because you don't own the copyright, because you don't know where those sounds have come from. So you can distribute them, yes, but you cannot copyright them. So copywriting, when I talk about copywriting, I'm talking about for the other stuff that I do with the human artists. I've got PRS, which is a society for music. So they collect my royalties from anywhere that my tracks are being used. So that's copywriting. So it belongs to me. But you cannot use PRS for, as far as I'm aware, for AI generated music. You can only distribute through DistroKid or whichever other distributor you use, but you cannot copyright. Another thing with AI music, when you are uploading to DistroKid, make sure you do not click on there's something they call the social media pack. Social media pack is a form of telling DistroKid that I own the track. I 100% own the track. So if anyone uses it on the other platforms, you get paid for it. So you can't click that social media pack, which is another thing.
So wait. 1 second. Does that mean, that copyright thing, does that mean that can I take Tafara Blue and upload it and say, because with the copywriting, I'm assuming, I don't know. I thought it's that I cannot use your track, Tafara Blue's track.
No, you need to understand about copyright, because copyright is not it's not like a cemented item where it says you cannot use this, you cannot use that. Yeah. So copyright comes under something original. So for one, when you're using AI, the music side of it, that's not original, because it's taken from somewhere as it is, and it's just modifying it to whatever you've prompted it to do, right? However, my lyrics are copyrighted, because those lyrics, I wrote them myself. So those are 100% copyrighted. So that means that makes a Tafara Blue song copyrighted. No one can use a Tafara Blue song because of those lyrics. So if you understand me, there's two parts to it. There's the instrumentation part, and then there's the lyrics part. So the lyrics are human, and then the instrumentation and the voice is AI, right? So that means it could have come from anywhere, so you cannot copyright those ones. But once my lyrics are copyrighted, the track is copyrighted. You can take you can take the voice of Tafara Blue, which is the persona, right? You can take that voice and use it on another song, and then I don't have a copyright to that. So that voice is AI generated, so that means I don't have any copyrights on the voice. You can take an instrumental, or you can make an exact same song as Tafara Blue's song, and then upload it or distribute it or use it. I don't have control over that, because that's not copyrighted.
Yeah. But
so in a nutshell, it cannot be copyrighted.
Okay, but you can still make money from it.
Yes, making money from it you can, because they allow you to distribute it from Suno. So Suno allows you to distribute it so long as you are subscribed to them on the pro version, and there's another version, the basic version or something like that, but not the free version. But then there is the small print. So most people don't look at the small print, because on Suno, the small print does say that we are not responsible for any liability, blah, 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 blah. So people are quick to upload. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because I saw there's something that came out a couple of months back with a list of songs or South African songs that AI had kind of used to train actually artists that AI has used. Most of the artists, like the artists that, most of the tracks. So the tracks belongs to an artist, and it looks like Kabza's the Smalls tracks are the most used by AI.
AI, yeah.
There's like a whole list. There's like a whole list. But now,
I can't speak for Suno.
Yes, because now how does if these guys, sorry, if you had used something that, like, would you know that it was stolen from my or trained from my?
If you don't know, you wouldn't know. So the tactic that I use most of the time, after I make a song on Suno, I have to run it through maybe my Siri, or what's the other one that tells you what the song is? What's it called? Shazam. right? So after I make something, I'll play it on my Siri or my Shazam, and then see if it recognizes anything from the song. And then if it doesn't, and then I upload it. But if it does, then obviously I'm not going to upload it because then I won't get paid
Yeah.
for it. That person will get paid for it, which
Has
is
it
right
ever happened?
anyway. They should
Has
get
it
paid for
happened?
it. With my songs, no, it's never happened before because I try to. The thing with my music, I try to fuse it a lot. So if I'm making reggae, I will add those log drums. I will add mbira. I will add something else.
Yeah.
So I never just go for generic prompts like reggae music, live band, blah blah blah. No, I will actually go in there. South African reggae, log drum, me fused with soca music. Maybe I want the ngomas, I'll put in ngoma. Maybe I want the African shakers, I put in African shakers with the Suku's lead guitar. So you're fusing a lot of stuff together, which is why I think Tafara Blues music is kind of, people kind of appreciate there's something authentic about it. I'm not sure what it is, whether it's the voice or the style, even though it's AI generated. Or it could be the message as well, because the message might be what the people love the most.
Yeah, I guess maybe it's the whole package, you know.
It could be.
Love,
I don't know.
they just
The
love
thing with Tafara Blue is I just done something and that something just turned into something else, if you understand what I mean. So I wasn't expecting it to get to where it is now. But since it's there, I'm always looking to make it better. And then at the same time, I'm watching back to the copyright issue that you're talking about.
Yeah. So
I'm very, very careful to what I use. If it does sound like something I know, because sometimes I run something and I'm like, I've heard this before somewhere, and then I'm not going to use that. I'm definitely not going to use it. You know. Actually, one of Tanaka Green's song that she sang, and then only recently did I realize when I heard this song playing somewhere else, and I'm like, that kind of sounds like familiar. But just for you guys' information, I don't distribute Tanaka Green. Tanaka Green is just an experiment, so I haven't actually put those tracks on platforms, digital platforms and stuff. So I heard a song melody-wise that sounds the same, which then took me back now, and I'm thinking, okay, I need to rethink the track itself. So there is times where you'll be running something and you can hear something in your head and you're thinking, okay, this sounds like Busy Signal, this sounds like Sizzler, you know, it kind of
And then on the platforms, does it say it's AI?
Okay, that's another thing just for your guys' education, in case you also want to do AI music and distribute it. You have to tag your music that it's AI. So when you upload your music, say you're using DistroKid, when you upload your tracks, you have to select AI, the use of AI. You have to select it in there, and then you have to tell it what was used in AI. So for instance, my one, I will say AI Persona Tafara Blue, and I'll click on the AI. The music is AI, so I'll click AI music, but the lyrics are mine. So the lyrics, I'll put my name, and that's the human part of it. But it's crucial and it's vital that you tick those AI boxes, which also helps the platforms to tag them so that the listeners can understand what they're listening for. So if you go to my YouTube page, the Tafara Blue YouTube page, click on his videos and you'll see that they're all tagged AI music. They've got a little AI symbol underneath the title. And of course, I also put it in my brackets, AI artist and video, because my videos are generated by AI as well.
Cool. So according to you, what does the future of music look like? Is this the future? Is this
AI is definitely the future of music. It's the future of, let's put it this way, AI, you need to look at it as a tool. Look at AI as a tool that enhances your capabilities.
So what should we so what should we tell the artists right now?
The artists right now.
Yeah.
I know a lot of artists hate me right now, trust me, bro. Because of this AI business, I've got a lot of people that kind of like every now and then they pop into the comments and they're like, why are you fooling the people? But then because I've got the fan base, which is what I feel I'm lucky to have, my fan base quickly react to those comments and say, he's fooling nobody. We know it's AI. Because they know from day one what it is. So a lot of people are quick to jump to conclusions. And when it comes to the artists that we're talking about, I think AI is going to take over streaming platforms. So that's the unfortunate side about it. I think a lot of artists are going to lose out money from streaming, but they will benefit from live shows because AI doesn't have the capability to do live shows. So that's where I see it going. But definitely when it comes to streaming, AI will definitely at some point take over the streaming numbers. Definitely. You can already see it now.
Yeah.
You can see it. Because I see some tracks are making millions of streams. And I'm like, how is somebody I saw one guy using Rihanna's image, an African guy as well. He uses Rihanna's image and he actually calls these artists Rihanna something. And then this tune is making like 3 million, 4 million views. And in my head, I'm thinking, how is this guy getting away with it? You know?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
'cause it does get wild.
yeah, it does get wild. Which is what I tried not to do with Tafara Blue. That's why I made a specific persona and I gave him the specific name and we concentrate on a specific genre of music. So we're not trying to copy anybody. We're just trying to be our own brand. Let's say brand, because he's now my brand. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Before we wrap up, so for the artists right now, what advice then would you give them? They see that the AI is here. What are you gonna advise them to then maybe try rethink and try using AI or?
So for the artists, they definitely have to start using AI. And I'm not talking about the persona part of singing, but AI is a very good tool. Think about it as an artist. I need to pay for the studio. I need to pay for the mixing. I need to pay for the mastering. I need to pay for the video. How much money are you spending? You're spending a lot of money. With AI, with the help of AI, it'll make it much easier for you to go onto your computer, generate a beat, and then record yourself. Sing on it, feed it back into AI, get it mastered. So I know the mastering isn't 100% yet, but with a bit of tweaking, you can actually get it right. So it will help artists going forward. The unfortunate part is we've got a lot of flooding of AI music onto the platforms. So I believe every day they get millions, if not billions, of tracks onto Spotify because people are just flooding those platforms trying to make money out of it, which is the unfortunate side of it.
Yeah. You also mentioned the performing live bit. So I don't know if you know of an artist in South Africa that had quite a lot of streams on platforms, and he said he wasn't using AI, right? But the mistake that he did was to accept to perform live, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play you a clip. So,
yeah, let's check it out.
Let's play this clip.
Let's check it out.
So it's one of his biggest fans. Sounds amazing. But and then
It does.
then then he came to perform. Bax, you can play the other one where okay. So his thing is that he only uses AI for the backing vocals. Everything else, it's him. He lays it down. Then he was invited to come perform live. Okay, so this is what he did.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
So I mean,
Listen, yeah, I'll get straight to the point here. There's no use trying to fool people. Yeah, just be honest about what you're doing. Yeah, you can't fool people. Actually, when you played the first track, when you were singing on the mic, I kind of could hear the AI on the voice. I could hear it as well. So
yeah, because we were like, maybe we don't know these things,
yeah,
So that's why we thought we'll run it by you and just have your thoughts.
no,
on
no,
this.
you get a lot of artists that are claiming to be the singers when they're not. So these people, they're hiding behind the AI. That's how I try to, what can we say, differentiate myself from those type of people. So I go live on Facebook, and then I get my Blue Nation fans. They come in so they can see. They know it's DJ Alfire, right? So as you can see in the comments now, they hardly say Tafara Blue. They're now talking to DJ Alfire, so they know what's going on. So I'm always honest and upfront with them to say this. They know what's going on. So even if it comes to a show, because people are asking me, where do you see this AI business going? How are you going to perform a show or do what? Then I said, look, I'm linking the AI to my DJ because I'm DJ Alfire. I am a DJ. So if I'm ever to perform a show in Kenya, like they've been asking and they've been hinting, I would go there. I would go there as a DJ.
Yeah.
Right? I would go there as a DJ playing Tafara Blue music, if you understand what I mean, which is the same thing I do on my lives. I go live and I play Tafara Blue music. And trust me, it feels so nice to play music that's your own, it's like real wicked. So that's the angle. It's DJ Alfire, but with the brand Tafara Blue. That's how it is. Yeah.
I know. That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
But listen, because I know you've been seeing my growth from day one, because you used to comment on some of my videos when I started back in the days, Well, I'm saying back in the days, but it was only last November.
I've been looking. I've seen how it went. It's shot up. Just boom.
Shot up. So yeah, that's what I'm saying to people who are doing AI music. Just be upfront. Make yourself visible. Don't hide behind the AI. Make yourself known that there's a human being involved in it, and that's the way that people will start to understand and follow you as well. And also look at the music. Don't just chase the money. A lot of people are just making club songs, like trying to copy this mainstream music just to make those streams and get paid. But actually do some things that make sense, some things that will help people. Just think about those things, and don't always just go for, what can I say, the Jamaican kind of wine, everybody wine. You know what I mean? Those are nice tracks for the club, but I mean, that's not going to get you anywhere. It's going to be a one-hit wonder, and that's it.
So does Tafara Blue, does it do dub plates also?
Tafara Blue can do dub plates. I've done some dub plates for myself, which I have. So if there's any dub plate requests, you can request to me. I can write up a nice dub plate for you, and definitely, man, Tafara Blue can definitely do dub plates. Definitely.
Yeah, I think as now, wrapping up now, where it's supposed to be an hour, but just a bit over an hour.
We've just crawled over.
Again for this. I just wanted to just know a bit more about AI. I hope people know a bit more and understand.
No, that's
more.
cool, man.
And
Thank you for bringing me
yeah.
on as well, because
No,
this
thank you.
was bound to happen for a while. So it's good that we
Yeah.
finally got it out of the way, and I hope that more of you get into AI and just play with it, see what it's like. Because like me, I was skeptic about it at first, but when I actually played around with it, I got into it. So yeah, it's cool, but use it in the right way. In the right way, not in the wrong way. So you know what I mean. So yeah, no, it's been nice. And again, I'll just say, if you want to follow me, you can go to my Facebook page, DJ Alfire. That's DEE space JAY and then ALFIRE. Just follow me there, and you can see what I do on a day-to-day basis. I release tracks every day, by the way, and that's not just because I want to release tracks every day, but I'm currently doing this African tour, which requires me to release tracks every day. That 54 countries is not a joke, you know. And I'm on number 28, I think, at the moment, so that's almost halfway done, so that's cool. But yeah, thanks, guys. It's been nice. It's been lovely. Thanks for having me.
Alfire.
DJ Alfire,
Thank you for tuning in. It's been real. Peace.
If you love Tolly Tools, clap your hands. If you love Larity, clap your hands. If you love Junior Dread and the Wicked Reggae Boys, Tolly Tools, Larity, you the best.
And we out.